Welcome back to our session. I'm truly glad you're here. And before we jump in, I want you to know something. Making time to show up for your own growth is already a form of balance. It's a signal to yourself that your life matters, not just your responsibilities. Today, we're diving into a topic that almost every human on earth struggles with: creating work-life balance. Not the mythical, perfect version Instagram sells us, but a grounded, sustainable, human version. One that honors your well being. Let's get started. First and foremost, let's get an understanding of what balance really means. Let me start with a question, as I always do. What do you believe work-life balance should look like? With that question, most people describe something like a perfectly divided pie chart. Equal slices for work, family, self-care, relationships, hobbies, rest. Everything neatly organized, no stress, no chaos. Sound familiar? But life doesn't move in straight lines. Life moves in seasons. Balance isn't about perfection. It's about alignment. Alignment with your values. Alignment with your energy. Alignment with what stage of life you're in. Some seasons demand more of you professionally. Some seasons require more of you emotionally. Some seasons are about healing, growing, learning, and some are purely about surviving. So instead of chasing equal, I want you to begin chasing intentional. Let me say that again. Balance is not equal time, it's intentional energy. When your energy is going where you want it to go, when you're investing in what you value, when you're not constantly drained or resentful, that's balance. Think about a tightrope walker. They're always moving slightly left, slightly right. They're never still, but they're balanced because they're constantly adjusting. You don't need to get it perfect. You just need to stay aware enough to adjust. So let's dig deeper into why balance feels so hard. The truth is, most people are overwhelmed, not because they have too much to do, but because they're spending too much time doing things that don't align with their real priorities. Sometimes you're out of balance because you're trying to meet everyone's expectations except your own, or you're saying yes out of guilt. Maybe you're working from insecurity, not intention. You're over-functioning in roles you don't need to carry alone. You might be avoiding discomfort by staying busy. Or you might have tied your self-worth to productivity. If any of that hits home, take a moment. You're not alone. This is what thousands of people feel, but rarely admit out loud. You can grind yourself into dust trying to live up to a version of life that isn't yours. But today, I want you to start choosing a life that actually fits you. Balance requires honesty. Honesty about what really matters. Honesty about what drains you. Honesty about what you want to change. So let's keep going. As we start to balance out the work and life priorities, let's clarify what we want your priorities to be. I want you to ask yourself 3 powerful questions. You don't have to answer out loud, just let the answers rise naturally. Number 1, what do you value most in your life right now? Not 5 years ago, not what society says you should value, but right now. Number two, what areas of your life feel undernourished? This might be your health, friendships, rest, creativity, or peace. Number three, what is one area you're giving too much energy to without getting meaningful return? It could be a job, a relationship, a habit, a pattern, a fear. If you slow down enough to answer these, you will see where balance needs to shift. Balance starts with clarity, because if everything is important, nothing is important. Let me talk to you a little bit about the time energy equation, because time is not the issue. Everyone has 24 hours, but not everyone uses their energy well. Think of your energy, your daily energy, like a battery. Some activities charge you, others drain you. Some drain you slowly, some instantly. A balance requires you to manage your battery, not your clock. Ask yourself, what charges me? What drains me? What do I need to remove, reduce, or redesign? If you want to transform your work-life balance, here are some truths. You don't need more time. You need fewer leaks. You don't need to do more. You need to do what matters. You don't need to hustle harder. You need to choose better. You don't need to schedule every minute. You need to protect your peace. Most people are exhausted not from working, but from overthinking, from overcommitting, from carrying emotional burdens that aren't theirs, and from trying to prove their worth. Today, I want you to step out of that. Something that you've heard me talk about before, and you will hear as a continued topic throughout our sessions, are boundaries. Boundaries are the backbone of balance. Let's talk about one thing we love to talk about, but rarely enforce, and that's these boundaries. Work-life balance is impossible without them. A boundary is not a wall, it's a guideline, a declaration of what you're willing to accept and what you're no longer available for. Here are the boundaries most people need but never set. I won't answer emails after this time. I can't say yes to something until I check my energy for the week. I am allowed to rest without guilt. This is a big one. I can ask for help. I don't need to be available 24/7. And something that me as a life coach, I will always promote, saying my life outside of work matters too. Balance is built when you begin protecting your humanity. You don't need permission to rest. You don't need permission to disconnect. You don't need permission to be unavailable. Your peace is your responsibility. As with all of our coaching sessions, application matters. How are we going to apply this to our daily lives? So let's create a personal balance plan, a real plan, a simple plan. one that you can implement today if you feel that you're ready. Step 1, choose your big 3 priorities. These are some of the areas of your life that matter most this season. For example, health, family, career, or inner peace, financial stability, creativity. Don't overthink it, just choose 3. Step 2, identify what actions nourish those priorities. For example, if health is a priority, better sleep, morning walks, meal planning all nourish that priority. If family is a priority, intentional time without screens nourish that priority. If inner peace is a priority, meditation, therapy, quiet evenings, those things nourish that priority of inner peace. For step 3, identify what drains or distracts from those priorities you selected. List the habits, people, or commitments that work against what you value. Step number 4, create one boundary for each priority. Just one. This alone will shift your entire life. Step 5, schedule pockets of rest. Not when you feel burnt out, but before you burn out. Because balance isn't created by crisis, it's created by consistency. I want you to hear me on this. You are allowed to build a life that feels good to you. You are allowed to build a life that feels good to you. You're allowed to slow down. You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to unplug. You're allowed to rest without guilt. You're allowed to work hard and still have a life. You're allowed to choose balance over burnout. For years, you may have believed that rest equals laziness or that sacrifice equals success. But that belief system is purely, unequivocally outdated. Healthy people create healthy lives. Your worth is not measured by output. Your identity is not your job title. Your life is not meant to be lived only on weekends. You deserve a life that feels balanced, not perfect, not without stress, but grounded and manageable. You're allowed to build a life that feels good to you. As we close this session, I want you to place a hand over your heart and take one more breath with me. Inhale, exhale. You are learning, you are growing. You are becoming more aware of what your life needs. And that is the definition of balance. Awareness plus intentional adjustments. Thank you for showing up for yourself today. Thank you for choosing balance. And thank you for allowing me to guide you through this journey. Remember, you don't have to overhaul your entire life. Just start with one small step. I'll see you in the next session. Take care of your mind, your body, and your energy. You deserve a life that feels whole because self-mastery is the new luxury.